Hi everyone, it's Miss Brianna and I'm going to show you how to do shell imprints with clay today. So where I found my shells was all the way at the end of IB on the left side. I'm using Google Earth to show you where it's at. And this is where you go in to start walking on the left side. Here's me actually walking on the beach. And you can see as I'm walking, there's a lot of shells that are on the floor. Before we make our shell imprints, let's learn a little bit about how shells are made. All the seashells that you find on the beach were actually home to small soft-bodied creatures called mollusks. Clams, scallops, mussels, and oysters are all different types of mollusks. But not all mollusks have shells. For example, an octopus is also a mollusk, but it doesn't have a shell. Now let's learn how they build their shells. So they use salt and chemicals from the sea, and they use other ingredients from their own bodies to make a shell. So the part of the mollusk's body that is in charge of making the shell is called the mantle. The mantle builds the frame first using proteins to make it strong, and then it fills in the frames with calcium and carbonate. When a mollusk dies, their shells wash up on the shore of a beach. Why are there different shapes of shells? So some help protect them from the animals that want to eat them, and some of their shells make it easier for them to dig in the sand. And some are different colors because it comes from what they eat. Now that we know how shells are made, it's time to make our shell imprints. So these are all the shells that I picked up while I was walking. All you're going to need for this project is some clay and your shells. So the first thing that I'm doing is rolling my clay into a ball and then smoothing it down. Then I put my shell on top of the clay and put it down smoothly. Remember to not press too hard or else you'll break your shell. Then I'm just repeating the process for all my other shells. Roll it in a ball, then pat it down flat, and then push on my shell, but not too hard, into the clay. Ask a parent before you use this knife. You can cut them into any shape, but I decided to do squares and rectangles.